is Darren Wright, and I'm going to be presenting the Keith Carter exhibit 50 Years. Though Keith Carter has been creating art for many years through his beautiful photographs, his style has hardly wavered from the beautiful sepia scenes he creates. In this exhibition, there are a number of different pieces of art with many different meanings. He seems to tie in his Southeast Texas heritage into some of his pieces, like in Fireflies and Nesting Tree Study No. 2. They all seem to carry the same style of a focused foreground fading into the background. Many of these pieces in this exhibition are of animals, tying into his most recent theme of environmental loss and animal extinction. He truly captures the beauty of each and every animal in such a simple way, like in the photo Bog Dog. His other photos include people doing normal things. However, he seems to make all of these ordinary people beautiful in their own ways. His exhibition 50 Years captures his unwavering and unique style. It also gives viewers a look into what his art has been about for the past 50 years, being that pieces in his exhibit are from all points in his career.
Hi, my name is Sotera Naza. I'll be talking about Keith Carter, who is the artist of Nevermore. Keith Carter, the artist of Nevermore, was born on June 3, 1948 in Madison, Wisconsin, but grew up in Beaumont, Texas. Although his mom, Jane Carter, made a living as a portrait photographer, Carter didn't shoot his first picture until he was 19. His life changed when he was about to graduate with a business degree from Lamar University. One afternoon, he borrowed his mom's camera and snapped a few photos of men fishing. Since then, Carter began turning his passion for photography into a career. Now he is known for his ghostly images of animals, still lifes, portraits, and figures in landscapes. Using black and white photography, he creates a mysterious sense of mythology and disorientation. Since in the late 1980s, his photographs have been published in over 10 acclaimed monographs. It has been shown in over 100 solo exhibitions in 13 countries. Although a rare form of eye cancer altered his vision in one eye, it didn't stop him from doing what he loves. It only inspires him to translate what he sees into his new work. Looking at his artwork, Nevermore, from his exhibition Ghostland, gives me a sense of the spiritual and animal world.
My name is Danielle Swallow, and I'll be talking about the poem that the photograph is based on.
Leave no black plume as a toke of thy lie, thy soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. This is a direct quote from Edgar Allan Poe's 19th century narrative poem, The Raven. The photograph itself appears to be based off of this poem due to its distinctive figures and title. In the original poem, Poe sews together a story of a man who is mourning the loss of the love of his life, Lenore. One day, a raven begins rapping on his chamber door. Finally, the bird makes its way into the house, perching on the freestanding sculpture of the Greek god Pallas. While the man seems curious with the bird at first, he quickly begins to see it as a demon of sorts, whose mission is to haunt the host with the idea that his love and any trace of her was nevermore, by answering only with that single word. The poem ends with the raven staying on the bust of the Greek god of power, symbolizing that the man has lost his power and would be consumed by grief forever. The picture itself pulls out two main characters from the poem, creating a sharp juxtaposition between the hauntingly angelic figure as Lenore and the bird perched on her shoulder as the demonic raven.
My name is Morgan Dollar, and I'm going to be talking about the elements of light and shadow in this photograph. Nevermore is a black and white image which contains a female located in the center of the photograph with a bird on her right shoulder. In this photograph, Carter utilizes light to put the focus onto the female in the center of the image. The viewer's eyes are initially drawn to the center of the photograph where the woman stands. In the image, the brightest spot of light appears to be in between the young woman's head and the bird on her shoulder. This serves as the point in the image that seems to be the focus. This is also because of the shadows that have a darker value and surround the young woman around the outer edges of the photograph. The source of the light in the photograph appears to originate from in front of the girl, which creates a sort of silhouette around her. The shadows in front of the woman in the area that the light is coming from also help to highlight the area in front of the girl to show that she is looking at something in front of her. From the photo, it appears she is wearing a white dress. The dress appears to be dirty and wrinkled due to the effect that the dark shadows from the light have on it. The lack of color in this image also isolates the fact that the woman is alone and also portrays feelings of loneliness or sadness.
Hi, I'm Marcus Moffett. I'm going to be talking about the interpretation of Nevermore by Keith Carter.
Nevermore was created by Keith Carter. He is known for using traditional historical methods when creating his pieces. He creates black and white images, often they are of people, animals, and natural scenes that blend reality and fantasy. His works deal with mythology, fairy tales, southern folklore, and religion. Keith Carter said, and I quote, "It became clear to me that the subject matter I really cared about had to do with the sense of place, of geography, of the animal world, of the spiritual world, and the elements of theology and folklore." Now looking at the painting, we see a woman with a raven. Being struck first by the appearance of the woman, one may conclude that she is trapped with the raven. It appears they are trapped behind some sort of cell. The raven is perched on her right shoulder with its head hanging low. This could represent the raven is a collection of the woman's burdens, grief, regrets, and much more. The whole picture is dark except for where the light is coming through the cell. Also, that is the direction the woman is looking. This can mean that she is looking for a way out or a peace with herself.